What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Dermy Wormy, and I'm coming back at you with a G Gundam review. This was supposed to be out the other day, and the reality of the matter is I was recording it, and I completely messed up the audio. I'm just going to come out and say it. It's been a little while since I've used OBS. I've been using StreamYards a lot, and I came out and completely forgot how my audio system works. So we're back. This might be a little fast, this might be a little choppy, but we're gonna get through it! So, we start off with Domon Kashu using the Sekio Teken, demonstrating his newfound ability that he was learned from the School of the Undefeated of the East, or Master Asia, is his signature technique. It is his strongest technique. Taught it last time to Domon, which was 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry, it's been a crazy time. Anyways, he taught it to Domon, and nobody really knows why he did it, but he said he did it because he wants to make sure he can stand up to Schwarzbruder, who will be this week's opponent. The end of Schwarzbruder, by the way. Will not tell you more than that, but it is his last episode. I will say this much: it is his last episode as Schwarzbruder. But we're kind of understanding why Master Asia is still so fixated on Domon throughout this, because an ongoing thing, and I keep forgetting about this, but it just dawned on me, is in order to pilot the Dark Gundam, you need the ultimate warrior, the ultimate fighter. And Master Asia wants Domon to be that ultimate fighter. Now, of course, Wong has plans for somebody else, but you're starting to see why Master Asia cares about Domon so much, but I'm not gonna reveal anything. We're about to get to a point that is very awesome for Master Asia. Dark Gundam, how does this all come together? Domon versus Schwartz, gonna be interesting. Let's go. So now we get over here. Okay, we got Wong and Master Asia discussing how the fights are going. After this next fight, Battle Royale is about to go. Everybody's here for the Battle Royale, and they are discussing the next fight between Schwarzbruder and Domon Kashu, and how these two are very skilled opponents and everything. And Wong brings up, wasn't the last time Domon fought Schwartz, he got his butt handed to him. Just downright. Schwartz took him out. And this is going to be an interesting one. I mean, Master Asia's betting on Domon here, but Wong really doesn't care who wins, because Wong has a secret plan. He is going to line the ring with an electric wire and special bombs, boom booms, big blowy uppies, kablooies for this match. So the general idea is going to be, hey, you know what? You all get you get 10 minutes. You get a 10-minute fight. One comes out or nobody comes out. That's how this match is going to work. And it's going to be fun. And Wong simply says, either one comes out or none of them comes out. And in my opinion, it doesn't really matter. Because if Domon is your ultimate fighter, that's great. But my ultimate fighter, if he dies, my ultimate fighter is waiting in the wings, being Alan B. Bardsley. Now, if you guys don't remember, Alan B. went kind of missing last episode. The big debacle between Domon and Rain. And what will be a core theme of this episode is that debacle. Turns out Wong kidnapped her, because Wong wants her in her berserk mode to be the ultimate fighter. Ooh. And Alan B's kind of cute. Anyways, moving on. We cut over to the landing strip where a shuttle is touching down. And, well, honestly, it's about to take off. It's touching down, picking up a person, gonna go back to the colonies. And this is Andrew Graham. Now, again, this has been a little bit. Andrew Graham was fighting alongside Argo to battle Allenby and Domon. Allenby went berserk mode, attacked Lumber Gundam, I believe is the name, or is it Grizzly Gundam? One of the two, which well, no, went in to attack Argo to basically destroy him in Berserk mode. Andrew Graham in Lumber Gundam, blocked the attack, but ultimately caused Andrew to have irreversible damage. He's going back to Neo Canada, where he will be receiving physical therapy and stuff, but he will never be a fighter again. And that's Domon and Argo. Domon and Argo? Domon and Argo. I almost did it again. Over here discussing that, talking about, hey, it's sad that he can't be a fighter, but at least he's alive. Argo brings up, have you still not been able to find Allenby? And Domon, looks down, realizing no. People then begin yelling at Domon that, there's an emergency. And we find out that it's Dr. Kashu and government guy who I will never be able to remember his name. What's happening here? Okay. Backing it up. At the end of the last episode, I know it's been 2 weeks, so I have to do this. At the end of the last episode, we discovered that Rain resigned. Government guy found it first, told Dr. Kashu, so this is taking place right at that point. They are rushing over to Domon. They ask him why the heck he's here, and they hand over Rain's resignation. And as the resignation is, Domon's reading it, we watch Rain, walking throughout the streets of Neo Hong Kong, where she is, we're having her voiceover, where she's talking about how she's not good enough. She's never been good enough. She's obviously not good enough for Domon. I only signed up because my father thought me and him were going to be good together because we knew each other for so long. Obviously, it's not working out, and I'm just going to resign. Pretty much that's that. And Domon isn't really happy with it. He's taking it his own way. He's pissed off at her. He's pissed off at everything. And he's just yelling, saying, well, she's a traitor. She's this, she's that. And Dr. Kashu speaks up. I like Dr. Kashu a lot. People aren't going to like him here soon. I'm just going to admit it. Dr. Kashu speaks up saying, you pushed her away. You drove her away. She was always there by your side, and you drove her away. And he ends up making a little comment that does kind of strike into Domon. And he says, this is why you never get involved with the Kashu family. A little comment from Dr. Mikamura, I know, but that comment strikes a little bit of fear into Domon. Like, what are you talking about? What is there? And, Dr. Kashu realizes what he says and then turns away. Government dude says, hey, listen, we got to keep moving on. It ain't the end of the world. Here's your new lady, whose name I'm not even going to bother to remember because she's only in this episode and nothing else. Here's our new Rain 2.0, who's honestly an inferior person. She says, hello, I'll be taking over Rain's position. Domon doesn't really care. Neither do I, because I don't really care. I'm going to be honest, she's only in this episode, I believe. Maybe the next episode, and then that's that. No real reason to remember her. Domon says, hey, I can do this on his own. Government dude says, nope, you got to have a crew. She's a part of your crew. You're going to be saddled with her. And Dr. Kashu's still very upset because, his daughter left. You're going to believe he's upset. We then cut over to Rain walking throughout the streets of Neo Hong Kong, kind of depressed, and she stumbles upon, a press docket talking about, and I know it's in a weird frame, but I have to go over it. Talking about tomorrow's match between Schwarzbruder and Domon Kashu, two undefeated opponents, both of them that have already made it to the Battle Royale, but in this match, only one of them gets to move on. What's gonna happen? And Rain sees it, and she reacts, understanding, she's sad because she doesn't get to be there. She's not with Domon anymore. And then she looks over and she sees somebody that looks a lot like Kyoji. She's convinced that this is Kyoji walking down the street. And she begins to chase after him like, hey, why are you here? What's going on? And remember the last time they saw Kyoji, actually the last time Rain saw Kyoji was back in Japan during the Shinjuku arc. That was the last time she ever saw him. She never saw him in the Guyana Highlands. So why is he here? What's going on? Rain's curious. So Rain goes running after him and stumbles upon Neo Germany's hangar. Odd. Where Schwarzbruder is there to meet her. Bum, bum, bum. Now, as time goes on, you know how anime does. A good little clip, and Schwartz ends up sitting her down and giving her some coffee and saying, "Hey, what's on your mind? What's going on?" And you know, she blushes because she is she that easy to read? And he's like, "Yep, yes, I am." And she kind of fills him in. Hey, Dumon's been this, he's that. What everything that happened. And Schwartz says something interesting. He says he still hasn't grown up, has he? Still hard headed as always. And after saying that, Rain starts looking at him and saying, "There's something about him." Over the past couple times, and they go over it, like there's something very familiar about him. Like every time they get near him, something seems calming, friendly. Like there's something about him that they can't quite put their finger on, but it does kind of feel like Kyoji, but it's not Kyoji. It's obviously not Kyoji. Kyoji's gone. He's a Dark Gundam. He's a bad dude. And we've seen both Dark Gundam and Schwartz Bruder at the same time. Schwartz has looked at Kyoji, so this can't be Kyoji. But why do they feel so calm together? Well, Schwartz ends up giving her an idea. You fought alongside Domon this whole time, along with Neo Japan. Why don't you fight on the other side for once? Let's see how you feel on the opposite end. What do you mean there? Oh, we'll see what he means. Later on throughout the thing, they cut over to Neo Japan, raining, storms coming down. Everybody's working on Burning Gundam and Rising Gundam all at the same time. Crappier Rain comes over to tell Domon, "Hey, we need you to get into the cockpit of Burning Gundam so that it can be calibrated to your exact specifications." I think it was Burning Gundam, not Rising Gundam. I believe. I don't remember why she said this. Listen, I watched this the other day. I'm having to bust through this again. Anyways, Domon says he doesn't really care. Everything will be fine. Just do whatever you want. Like he really doesn't care. She starts getting lippy with him, saying, "You have to do this. We need you to do this. This is your job. And we need to make sure that Rising Gundam is prepared before Major Alube comes around." I think they want her to get into Rising Gundam. And he says, "I really don't care. I'm going to use Burning Gundam. And just go do whatever you want." And she basically gives up. You get Domon looking out into the rain. Domon's depressed. Let's be real. He's not happy that he chased Rain away. He's not doing very well that he chased Rain away. He knows it's his fault, but he's too stubborn to admit that he's the one that effed up. Okay, he's not the brightest bulb in the bunch when it comes to this stuff. And we see outside Rain looking up at him. Because they do both care about each other. They both want to be there, but they're in the outs. And I fully get that. Cut over to the next day, just before the match is about to start, and Domon is getting ready, warming up, and he's surrounded by all of the Shuffle Alliance. All of them are just ecstatic, they're happy, and they're concerned. Domon, are you going to be able to, do this? I mean, Schwartz Bruder has beat all of us single-handedly. He's undefeated. Are you sure you're going to be able to do all this? And Domon's like, "Yep, I can do this." We end up having Neo Japan get up, saying, "Hey, Domon, hurry up." And then they notice, "Hey, that crappy Rain's up there. Who the heck is this person?" That's when Domon fills in that Rain's no longer a part of them. Rain's no longer a part of the team. She left. This is our new crappier Rain. And, all the guys are kind of shocked. He's just laughing it off. And we end up having Schwartz Bruder skyrocket out of the water. I'm trying to get to that shot to basically belittle Domon. Let's be real. This is how Schwartz does it. He is the new pseudo master for Domon. So yes, he's gonna belittle Domon. And he's saying, "You're still too stupid, you're dumb, and your arrogance is gonna be your undoing." And introducing you to our newest member of the team, Rain, which shocks everybody. Nice, jumped over it. I mean, come on. I do like this look on her. Don't know why. Everybody's shocked. Domon's shocked and kind of ticked off. Halfway mark. I always like to point that out. I don't know why. Match is about to begin. Domon, Schwartz Bruder, all prepared. Rain's watching over, saying, "Hey, I'm a part of I'm a part of Neo Germany. Made my bed." Domon looks at her and is very pissed. He says, "I don't care about a traitor like you. I don't need you to be worrying about me. Come on." We got Master Asia and Wong ready to watch. Starts the match. Match begins, and as it starts off, seems pretty even, right? I mean, they're grappling right away. Both sides are even. Time started. Domon's doing well. Government dude checks in on Crappy Rain, saying, "Hey, how's everything looking?" And she says, "Oh, all systems look perfectly fine." Match is going on. Domon is holding him. Holding him pretty well. All of a sudden, a blink of an eye, the Shadow Gundam, and freaking awesome. He goes from grappling Domon to not being there to being behind Domon and beginning to immediately strike at Domon. Just constantly. Announcer lady says, "There's our Shadow Blade technique, which is unstoppable." Schwartz just starts wailing in on Domon, kick him all over the place. And while he's wailing in on him, he is just going at him constantly, saying, "You're weak, you're pathetic. Is this all you got? Is all your training you've done all just not grown you up at all?" Kicking him all over the place, hitting him while he's down over and over again. You end up having government dude tell Crappy Rain, "Hey, give him help. Tell him what to do." And well, that's what she tries to start doing. "Hey, Domon, if you start doing this and that, we can." And Domon just snaps at her, saying, "I don't need your help. I don't need anybody's help. I can do this all on my own, and I'll beat him with Shining Finger." And as he gets ready to use his attack, bam, not working. His signature attack is not working, and he doesn't know why. Dr. Kashu becomes very concerned. Government dude becomes concerned. They tell Crappy Rain, "Please look in on this." And she discovers there's a fault in the hyper mode system, I believe is what it's called. And in order to fix it, you have to completely take it apart. Yeah, not going to happen mid-fight. But, Wong starts laughing, saying, "Oh, look, his signature attack's out. I guess this is it." Master Asia says, "Oh, he's not down yet." Domon unable to move. Rain ends up looking out and basically begins realizing, hey, there's a way for Domon to fix this. And Burning Gundam's built to his specificities. It's all tailor-made for him. All he has to do is, and as she's saying what he needs to do, she's like, "No, can't. Part of Neo Germany now. I can't help Domon. That's being a traitor." Schwartzbruder hops up on Domon's arm, being awesome and cool. Tells Domon, "Hey, is this what you're going to do? Are you just going to give up? Have you really not gotten stronger over the years?" And Domon says, "I don't need help from anybody." And, well, he first says, "Look over there. Do you need her help, don't you?" And Domon says, "I don't need a help from a traitor like her." And Schwartz says, "Very well. In that case, I'll just take you out." And he goes into his signature technique, which we have seen before, by the way. Back in the Yana Highlands, he used this technique to destroy the waterfall, which washed away all the Dark Army. He begins to spin around like he does, like a top. All the Shuffle Alliance are like, this is the move that he used to take all of us out. This is going to be hard. Spins around faster and faster, getting more speed by bouncing off all the wires. Going fast, and then just wailing in on Domon, just constantly slamming him around, kicking him around. Domon's now on the ground, unable to do anything, thinking, is this really the extent of my power? Can I really not do anything else? Schwartz is there. Schwartz starts belittling him, saying, is this all you got? Is this all you really got? You don't have anybody else? And that phrase, Schwartz also said, "You really haven't grown up since then, have you?" But that little phrase there of Schwartz kind of letting in on Domon triggers a memory from far back, where Domon's a young kid on Kyoji's back, scared out of his mind, just frightened because they're so high up, and Kyoji's there telling Domon, "Hey, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't look down at what's scary and everything. Always look forward at what's important." And at the other side of this very scary bridge is his mother and father. And Domon, is like, "Hey, I'm super scared though. It's so high up." And Kyoji just says, "Hey, you got to keep moving forward. Always move forward because the people that are most important to you are always at the end of the hardship." You cut away to Domon and his family all looking up at Earth over at Neo Japan, all enjoying their time and everything. And Domon looks back up at Schwartz, Schwartz looking down on him. And that's when Domon realizes, like, hey, he's not alone. This might be a hard time, but he can't do this alone. He was never supposed to do this alone, and he's not alone. He has all of his friends by his side. That's why he fights. He fights for his friends, his colleagues, but most importantly, he fights for. We cut away to this young little girl, young lass, saying, "Domon, look over here." Takes a pick and takes that signature pick from the very beginning of Domon almost falling off Kyoji's back. That unique pick. And that's when he realizes, no, the thing he fights for that he cares about the most is Rain. And he says, "I've always needed Rain. Rain's the reason I fight." Rain ends up removing her mask, saying, "I'm here for you, Domon," and tells Domon exactly what he needs to do to help bypass the issues, saying that all he needs to do is stuff in the cockpit. And all while this is happening, Domon's like, I was so stupid. I should have always been by your side. No, it was Rain saying she's so stupid. She shouldn't have left. Domon's like, "No, it's my fault." They're making up mid-fight. This is anime. Let's be real. This happens. Domon engages. Rain's there, starting to cry, feeling sad. And Domon's over there like, "No, don't cry." Crappy Rain's like, "Hey, we need to hurry up." Government dude's like, "Hey, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up." Dr. Kashu's like, it's, looking very content. I don't remember what he says, but he's there. Domon begins to engage, full power, ready to go. Wong says that you're out of time, though, as they quickly cut over to the clock because there's like 14 seconds left on the time. I don't remember how much it was. You get Schwartz going in for his ultimate attack, and we have Domon utilize his new special technique. Oh, there's 34 seconds left. As time kicks down, Domon kicks into hyper mode and combines both Shining Finger with a Seki Tenha. I cannot say it. It's super unique. It's Asian. Combining the two attacks for an ultimate attack while 3 seconds remain. Domon and Schwartz clash. Schwartz's special move is strong enough to basically just destroy through the beam that Domon's pressing, but now they're right here. They're clashing. They're right on top of each other. Everybody's concerned. A blast is about to begins to go off. Domon hops into the air. Schwartz is now jetted into the air. Everybody's concerned. You have a massive explosion. Nobody knows what's going on. And out of the smoke comes burning Gundam flying high in the sky. Everybody's excited. Rain's there tearing up. And you look down at the ground and you see Schwartz Bruder's burning Gundam all in shambles. Schwartz is in shambles saying, "Good job, Domon. You finally grew up. You finally realized what's worth fighting for." As he crumbles to the ground, Domon touches down, immediately starts running over to Schwartz. But as he's running over to Schwartz, something more important hops up, which is, well, let's be real. You got your pseudo teacher or the love of your life. I'm going with the love of my life as well. Okay, I gotta admit. Because Rain hops up there, tears in eyes, Domon's smiling. They come and embrace, and Domon's like, I'm sorry. It's my fault. Never leave again. You're the reason I fight. And Rain's there tearing up. Dr. Kashu's happy. His daughter's happy. It's great. Everybody's all smiling and happy. Master Asia's excited because his ultimate fighter is ready for his final test. It's great. Wong's like, well, at least we got one of them knocked out. It ain't the end of the world. And Master Asia's not taking it. He is very much not taking it. Now, we're coming to the end of the episode. Okay, I gotta be honest with you. We're coming to the end. We got their special ambulance, they're like EMS people, come touchdown, first aid. Domon's like, hey, I need to go over there and check on Schwartzbruder. First aid touches down. Schwartz is getting carried away as they remove his mask to reveal who Schwartz really is. Oh my god! It's Kyoji! But how? Now I know the answer. Not gonna tell you how. But you get Kyoji there saying, Domon, you grew up very well. You're finally ready. And as they put on an oxygen mask, he begins to drift away. Domon goes running up yelling Kyoji as the episode comes to an end. Oh my god. Oh my god. This whole time, Schwartzbruder was Kyoji. Now this is that final, like that hangover, not a hangover scene. This is one of those episodes that you gotta watch. You gotta watch everything through, all the crap stuff too, all the boring moments to get to this reveal. Like, this is an ultimate reveal. I get it. The big theme of this episode was Domon realizing that he can't fight alone, something that he should have realized a long time ago. But this is what he has to deal with now. You can't fight alone, Domon. You can't be a stupid person like that. But at the same time, you got the reveal towards the end, like this thing that was building up is, oh my god, Schwartzbruder, he's so calming. It's so easy to talk to him. It's almost like he's like I've known him all my life. As they constantly like flash over Kyoji, they've been hinting that it's Kyoji this whole time. But that also begs the question, like, if you go over to Domon's view, he's seen both Schwartzbruder and Kyoji at once. So what's going on here? What's happening? There's more to the story, and I will, minor spoilers, gets revealed next episode. And my god, is it a good reveal. On that note, guys, I need to stop saying that note. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give a thumbs up, share it out with friends, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. I do have members, so if you want to help out the channel, you can always become a member. Planning on doing some member streams and watch parties here soon, along with all the members. And as always, guys, please have a wonderful day, and bye for now.